Peace to all the guys and goddesses. We back with another video. Ah, Hope y'all been tapping in, taking care of yourselves, getting that diet right. You know what I mean? We in 2025. 2025, February. A lot of people in the gym, with that New Year's resolution. I'm here for it. You know what I mean? It's good to see people, working on bettering themselves. Like being in the gym, that's one of my constant reminders to myself that I can do anything, right? Like I am a successful, monetized YouTuber, right? In order to become, you have to already be. So this is why you see me. You feel me? Yeah, but I just love people tapping in, working on themselves, and cause the only true knowledge is knowledge itself. So in this joint, I want to talk to y'all about like the process about how I be breaking shit down, and about one of the first things I actually was like, yo, let me just really like dive deep and just see where this shit takes me. Now, this is the thing, cause it's like when you're looking shit up, it's like you have to you have to go with what resonates with you. You know what I mean? Like I read a lot of books, so I already have a lot of knowledge that's pent up. You know what I mean? In my nervous system, in my brain. So whenever my subconscious sees something that resonates, I go, oh, okay, there we go, there we go. So we're gonna start with Kenneth, right? My name is Kenneth Lee DeBose Jr. All right. I'm only gonna break down Kenneth Lee and DeBose. The Jr. I'm gonna say that because that's kind of extra, right? So we're gonna start with Kenneth. Kenneth is a masculine name of Gaelic origin that means handsome. It is an angelicized version of the Gaelic name Canig or Canad. Now, back in the day, they used the C more than the K. I'm not really gonna say that the C came before the K, but we are gonna say that the C was more prominent, right? And another thing about the definition of Kenneth that I really want to point out, fireborn, really important. Good looking, royal obligation, fair, right? Handsome, fireborn. Like when I think of fire, I think of light. And it's like for those that know me, like, I get called handsome. Women might think I'm handsome or whatever, but the fireborn. So back in the day, a little bit of story time. I'm from Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. What up, though? And when I was young, about 5, 6, I actually burnt down my house. So I just thought that was funny when it came to Fireborn and also just more fire. My favorite animal is the Komodo dragon, which dragons breathe fire. So, we just get into that. But the thing that really just stands out, right? Now we're gonna get on the Edo side. Scottish. Like Kenneth is Scottish. Gaelic is a Scottish term. And then so I'm just like, okay, so this is some etymology. Etymology is super important when it comes to breaking things down because it brings you back past modern history because modern history is way more whitewashed than back in the day. So Kenneth, right? We're on the Edo, same as what we get on, Google. So that's how you know we where we need to be. Um, Handsome, comely. So like, what is comely? So you get a few definitions for that. I had to look like, what the hell this shit mean, right? Archaic humorous, right? Because like that's close to comedy. If you change out the L, you get comedy. Then it says pleasant to look at, attractive, typically used of women. I've been called pretty before by a woman. I was like, yo, I like niggas ain't called pretty. So, oh yeah, no, you right, you cute. Yeah, girl, come on, man, come on, man. So now I'm back here. So let's kill Kenny. Instantly thought of South Park. You killed Kenny, you bastards. All middle school, I used to get hit with that shit, yo. You kill Kenny. You kill Kenny. Now, granted, I mean, I watched South Park, but shit was still lame. So, kill Kenny. Kilkenny. Like Kilkenny, Kilkenny, Kilt. County in Leinster, Ireland. This county is named for its town from Irish Kilkenny, Church of St. Kenneth. See Kill. The story of Kilkenny cats, a pair of which fought until only their tails were left, is attested in 1807. So I was like, Kilkenny, see Kill, because, it's related to Kenny, and we got to dig deep, right? So I clicked on what Kill meant. First element in many Celtic place names, meaning cell of a hermit, church, burial place, from Gaelic and Irish, cell or kill, gradational variant of cell, cell, church, burial place, from Latin cella, see cell. So now I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. So remember the K, right? Let's just do this on the fly. The letter C comes from the Phoenician letter Gimel, which may have originated from the Egyptian hieroglyph. Stick. Okay. That didn't really give me what I wanted, but back to kill. So instantly, right, I thought about, damn, sell, kill, sell the sea. Then when you think about what a cell is, right? Small monastery, subordinate monastery from medieval Latin in a sense, right? Later, small room for a monk or nun in a monastic establishment, a hermit's dwelling. Right, goes back to kill, sell, like the same. You just swapping them out, right? To cover, conceal, save. So when you think about what a cell looks like, right? Like a cell is concealing everything that's inside of it. Let's get a picture here. On these pictures, they show fucking. Alright, so. Oh, here we go, under a microscope. Alright, so here we go, a cell. As you can see, so the cell essentially has like it's its own environment, right? Like kind of like, hold on, let's go back. I want a better picture of this here. Get some mitosis, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Perfect. Peace, baby. So when you look at this cell, right? That's essentially what the Earth looks like with the globe, right? Like a cell, it's covering, it's concealing everything that's inside of it. And so I'm just like, damn, my name even goes back to the cell. And I'm just like, that's nature. Plants have cells. Like, you get me? Kenneth, you know what I mean? I'm just like, damn, so Ken. And then I was like, let's just break down my name into half, right? Kenneth. So now we're at Ken. I gave you the definition of Kenneth, because this is how you gotta break shit down. It just everything takes you on a different journey. Ken, verb. To know, understand, take cognizance of. To know, understand, take cognizance of. Second definition, house used as a meeting place by thieves or other disreputable characters. Right? Then we go back to the first noun, cognizance, intellectual view. Ooh, boy, I was born to be fucking Kenneth. Did you hear me? Literally, I can't make this shit up. This shit is describing me to the fucking T, but let's continue. A word surviving mainly in Scottish and Northern England dialect. From Middle English, kennen, make known, give instruction to, be aware, know, have knowledge of, know how to, recognize by sight, see, catch sight of. A very common verb from Old English, kennen. Right, so I'm just like, damn. Like it's no accident we are what we are. It's no accident that we are who we are, right? Essentially, you named yourself coming into this realm, right? Because your name is your nature. So that's why when people say God or dog or angel or angle or mom, or dad, these names, um, these names are the natures of these said things. You feel me? Because God isn't a person, so it's kind of silly how people call God him, father. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I just thought that's just funny. So then when I just think about Ken, it's right. First half of my name, Ken, right? And then like you just gotta think about kin, like my kin folk. Like hold on, like my kin folk, cause that's what it is, my kin folk. Now you see here that C, like this is what had me looking up which one came first, the C or the K, cause I was like, damn, I keep seeing kin, or some might say sin, but it's kin instead of the K, and I was like, So kin, 12th century, from Old English, kin, family, race, kind, sort, rank, nature. So let's just let's just start with Kenneth, right? When you look at the whole word Kenneth, it means leader, fireborn, strong. You know what I mean? And then the definition of kin, cognizant, to take sight of, well aware, to use your mind wisely. Then we break down what kin means, the homonym. That's what makes these spells so crazy. It's a family, a race, a kind, of sort, a nature, right? Because your name is your nature, which is why the kin, it's your name is your nature. It's right here. I ain't making this shit up, right? So then let's just throw a G on this motherfucker, man. Boom, 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 bing, bang, boom. What the fuck you talking about? Old English, contraction of kinning, king, ruler. Also used as a title. Wait. So the name is your nature? So you're named this because you. Okay. You get me? Follow along. Also used as a title. Proto-Germanic. Ooh, that's a nice word. Dutch Koning, Old Norse Konunir, Danish Kon. This is of uncertain origin and is possibly related to Old English kin, family, race, see kin. Come on now, like it's the whole word literally. It's the whole word literally in it. They just added a fucking G. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. So I'm just like, wow. So kill, king. We just taking it back, and we even get to sell, and then getting to sell. It's just like the cell is the very origin of our foundation, essentially. Like we're made up of trillions of cells, I want to say like 150 trillion cells for the carbonated beings and the Caucasoids. I think they might be around like 37 trillion, somewhere around there. So now I done showed you Kenneth, right? I done showed you Kill or Ken. Now let's go to the second half. Neth. Where did the Neth come from? So we got the first half, Kenneth, you know, a lot of Scottish, Ireland, quote unquote. It really also, peace, baby. It really also depends on where you're getting your info from too, because I done seen some DeBoses and some Kenneths from a different shade. So nether, down, downwards, lower, below, beneath, right? Proto-Germanic goes from comparative of pi, ni, down below. So neath, so I'm like, Kenneth. So I was fireborn. So we got handsome, fireborn, leader, cognizant of, to take sight of, it was, and all of that was being born in the darkness. So all that, you know, you start from the darkness, like a seed. In order to grow, you have to be planted first, right? So my name is essentially telling me that I came from the darkness into the light. Fireborn. Damn, it was something else. I feel like it was something else I wanted to show. But okay, so we got Kenneth. Now we're gonna go to DeBose. We're gonna go to lead and middle name. We're gonna go in order. Alright. So now you kind of see how the knowledge comes to you as you are ready. So everything that you are accumulating upon your journey of life, and then when it's time for you to, you know, implement it. Peace, baby. Excuse me. This is what people may call wisdom. You know, applying what you know in a beneficial form. Then you know, I am as I am that I am. So Lee is a noun. Middle English. Lee, Leo, from Old English, shelter, cover, defense, protection. Remember, Kill was also, you know, shelter, cover. So how is it that two of my names, two completely different letters, symbology, sigils, how you interpret it visually, but they still mean the same thing? That's why it's like it's the universal language is symbology. Like when you see the man and the woman on them bathroom stalls, it ain't no words. But you know the man goes in here and the fucking woman goes in there. What the fuck you talking about? Alright. Defense, protection. Lee, shelter. The original sense is uncertain. It might have been warm. Wait a minute. Watkins traces it to kle, wu, a suffix variant of the root kele. So, le goes to kele? See some more drag, sediment of wine or any liquor. But we're going to stick in. Usually the first paragraph is what's important. Instantly, when I thought about kele or kele, warm. Warm is light. The same way how Kenneth is fireborn, Lee, the L is there. Lee, lose, light. You know, warm. Warmth is light. Information, cognizance, intellect. I'm just like, damn. And also one of my favorite actors had that Lee, Bruce Lee. Lee has that Asian spin on it, that Asian kick. It's a funny thing how they say Middle English because, you know, the Caucasians and the Asians, see how the name is like right there, the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian, Asian. Hello. If I had a jump, Now we gonna take it to the Bose, yo. The Bose. The Bose. Biggest. So when you type it in the Bose, no results were found for the Bose. Instead, you get the base, right? Lower in position, rank, and pair morally from D down, base, base. They literally be breaking down low. Demean. So let's say we wanted to get it another way, right? Let's put a definition. Okay, so yeah. There is more than one way to skin a cat, believe that. Got to know that. Dubose is a surname that is likely an altered version of the French surname Dubose. Dubose is a surname that has been found in the United States and in the United Kingdom. In 2000, Dubose was the 11,583rd most popular surname in the United States. In 2010, similar names include, all of these. Deboss, a verb that means to press a design into a surface so that it creates a sunken area. Pretty much, I just took that as creating reality, imprinting myself on reality. Debossed, a noun that means that the depressed image produced by pressing a design onto the surface or of a material. For example, the design of a book cover is debossed, like shit made into reality. So yeah, so typically you're gonna get French. So my name, so Kenneth is typically Scottish and or Irish. Lee, Asian, DeBose, typically French. Like there's W.E. Du Bois. There's many different forms of the name. So we get back to DeBose. So you see it gets of the base. So cool. So this is why it's more one way to skin a cat. Now you gotta break it down. You know what I mean? The polarity of shit, that duality. And yeah, I challenge y'all, to do all this with your own name, and then just start to branch out into just do more research on other areas of interest. So then I get to Deb. Slang shortening of debutante. So then let's click on debutante. Yeah, debutante, debut right in there. Debut, first appearance in public or before society. Oh yeah, firstborn son. So like you see, like in one of my previous videos, I was talking about the Greek goddess Nike and how Nike literally means victory, conquer, conquest, and like debut, first appearance in public or before societies. Like it's like first appearance in public. It's like usually when something is waiting a debut, it's anticipation, it's excitement, it's joy, it's love, and so then when we just they be giving us everything. So French, here's the French right here, the Debose, Debois from French debut, Debois, old French right there. And then the end of the word debut, the but, mark, gold, old French but, and see but. So then I'm just like, damn, okay. So there's a few different definitions of but. We have target of a joke, object of ridicule, definitely gotta have the polarity with shit. Target for shooting practice, turf covered mound against which an archery target was set. These are all French words now. But let's get to so now it gets a little interesting, right? But stump, stock, block, or some of the Germanic source. Compare Old Norse butter, log of wood, which we're connected with but, noun one. Where's the noun one? Thick end, but, wow, to strike. So so it's given a lot of different, like, okay, to strike meaning like building, active, debut. This is definitely a name. Most people with this name, DeBose, they're usually building or manipulating matter in a sense. Like that's what it's giving me. And so I'm like, okay, definitely that French twist on there. So all the places where you start getting French at, Haitians and other countries that have been, you can say colonized. You just start going back to research. Just gotta take it there, right? So then, my name is DeBose. DeBose. We done got DeBose to debut. But now we gotta go to the second half of the name. The Os. 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 And so what the hell is the Os? Standard ending in chemical names of sugars, originally simply a noun forming suffix, taken up by French chemists mid-19th century. It has no etymological connection with sugar. It appears around the same time in two chemical names, cellulose, which will owe it to the French suffix, and glucose, which would be a natural result from the Greek original. Food flavors original from glucose. So once again, the name is coming from first appearance to back to cellulose, back to the cell. First name and last name both going back to the cell. One of the smallest housing universes or ecosystems known to man. The light, the fire, the earth, like it's all there. The macro, the micro, literally in my name to my structure, to this avatar. Second definition of os, or the first, depending tomato. Word forming element used to make adjectives from nouns with the meaning full of, abounding in, having qualities of, also Latin. So everything goes back to some because that's just what it is. And I just think all this shit is interesting. Cellulose, glucose. Like I'm a plant based eater right now, so you can say I'm vegan, vegetarian, whatever the case. But the point being is how shit be already quote unquote, I'm not gonna say written. You be mapping shit out before you realize it when you take accountability. Like when I look at my life, I'm like, damn, that happened because I needed this to happen, and this happened because I needed this to happen. I did this because I already knew I was doing that, right? And also in this, I'm keeping this real, just like not even really. I'm keeping this exoteric, like esoteric. Well, I'm gonna do another video like this about astronomy with the zodiac signs and shit that people be like, oh, time ain't real, this shit don't even matter. Or they might be like, oh, that shit is demonic, or they might be like, oh, blah blah, so you telling me the stars and the planets make you do shit? Get. There's always a choice. Shut up. Like, what I'm saying is that, like, the same way how I made this video, I've already done research on, on my zodiac signs, on the astronomy and all the astrological stuff and shit like that, the numerology. And it's like, all that shit was there before me. Like, I didn't put it there for it to make sense. Like, I was already making these videos before I made this video that's telling you that I'm cognizant and intellectual about making fucking videos. Type shit. So that's why when I said, like, it's important to tap in, because when you really start to tap in and things really start to resonate with you, like, your perspective start to change slowly. And when that happens, as within, so without, your reality will start to change. So we're gonna go ahead and start to wrap this one up. Kenneth Lee DeBose, right? So Kenneth Lee DeBose, a handsome being born of fire who made his first appearance from the darkness. of royal descent. You know what I mean? That is I. I am that I am. Y'all never stop tapping in. Never stop loving yourself. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back. You know we're gonna be back. I'll be back, head ass. Peace.